If you are looking for a subcompact crossover SUV, there are a variety of options where you can choose from. You can decide to go to the Japanese market and take the famous Subaru XV, or you can take the familiar Nissan Juke, or you can also cross to the Honda and take the Honda Vezel, or alternatively you can also take the Mazda CX-3. However, you can also cross over to the European part and take the Volkswagen T-Cross or the Audi Q2. However, if you are on a budget and looking for a European car that will fit your budget, the 2017 Peugeot 2008 will be the best pick for you. I'm your host Joseph Njoroge, and stick with me as we review the 2017 Peugeot 2008. What is the prima facie of the 2017 Peugeot 2008? Well, looking at Peugeot as a brand, they have tried to maintain a simple yet minimalistic design, as they have understood the mantra that simplicity is the mother of all sophistication. Looking at the headlights, they have very nice projector headlamps that just pop up to make this car look very bold and aggressive. Flowing down onto your fog lights, you also have that chrome engraving around it just to add some sense of luxury into it. Flowing down onto the front grille, you also have that chrome engraving around it just to add a little sense of luxury into it. You also have your Peugeot emblem onto it, and you also have the words Peugeot engraved around the chrome grille. Do tell me in the comment section, does this chrome grille, does the grille resemble that of a Mercedes AMG? Tell me that down below the comment section. So let's check under the hood and let's see what the 2017 Peugeot 2008 has to offer under the hood. Under the hood of the 2017 Peugeot 2008, you get a 1200cc 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine denoted by the code EB2ADT. This engine coughs up around 100 horsepower and 205 Newton meters of torque. Paired to this engine, you have a 6-speed automatic transmission, but you can also get it with a 6-speed manual transmission. However, you are not only limited to the 1200cc 4-cylinder engine. Depending on the trim that this car comes with, you can get 2 more other engine options. This being the base trim, the Allure spec, you only get the 1200cc 4-cylinder engine that churns out 100 horsepower. However, when you climb up the ladder and go for the GT trim, you can get the same 1200cc engine, but it has been souped up to produce 130 horsepower and 230 Newton meters of torque, all of them coming with either a 6-speed auto or a 6-speed manual gearbox. Also flowing over to the diesel engines, you also get a 1600cc 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine denoted by the code either DV6FE or DV6FB. The 1600cc turbo diesel engine produces around 165 horsepower and 243 Newton meters of torque. I hope you have all understood the engine options that come with. If you go for the Allure spec, you get the 1200cc engine either in 2 configurations, either the one that produces 100 horsepower or the one that produces 130 horsepower. If you go to the diesel engine options, you get the 1600cc turbo diesel that produces 165 horsepower and 243 Newton meters of torque. Moving to the side profile of the 2017 Peugeot 2008, this car is a subcompact crossover SUV, meaning it is a lifted hatchback. This car shares the same platform with the Peugeot 2008, just like the Honda Vezel will share the same platform with the Honda Fit. On the front, you have your conventional McPherson struts, and on the rear, you have your torsion beam on coil springs. Moving forward, the car sits on size 16 alloys and wheels, and on the front, you have very nice plastics that guard your car from paint, and also on the side, you also have the same plastic that will prevent your car being scratched from paint. Also, on the top, you also have very nice roof rails that you would use to attach a roof-mounted carrier rack when you want to haul a lot of luggage. So that is all about the 2017 Peugeot 2008 side profile. So let's check the interior and let's see what it has to offer. Stepping inside of the 2017 Peugeot 2008. Everything feels premium and well made. So when we're in the interior, we'll talk away from the driver's side as we progress into the passenger side. So let's start with the steering wheel. The steering wheel is rather small, but it just gets the job done. And the steering wheel it also resembles that of a flat bottom steering wheel with your V silver or chrome thingy on it. Also you have the Peugeot wording on it, and you also have your Peugeot logo on it, just to remind you that you are in a 2017 Peugeot 2008. Also on matters on the steering wheel is a multifunctional steering wheel, meaning you can adjust your volume, you can also decline your calls on the right hand side, and you can adjust your volume up or down on the left hand side. Also you can also see this steering wheel, it has very nice stitching, leather stitching by the way, just to make this car feel a little bit premium and luxurious. Just like any typical European car, your turn signals will be on the left hand side and your wipers will be on your right hand side. So coming from a JDM into a European car, it might be a little bit confusing, but you'll get the hang of it. Flowing into the dashboard, you also have your manual tachometer and your manual speedometer. Manual in a sense that you have the conventional numbers and your conventional stick. Also flowing down into the center console, you have a very nice infotainment system, just that it just gets the job done. Flowing into the center console, you have this nice, I don't know what to call it, but it resembles that of a carbon fiber, just to make this car look a little bit luxurious. You also have your piano black accents around the infotainment system, flowing down into the center console and at the sides of the center console. Flowing down, you also have your conventional dual AC, and this time they have placed for you buttons, and like in other cars where you'll find the AC controls are on your screen, I kind of find them a little bit annoying, or I kind of find them a little bit confusing to use. I prefer the conventional buttons. You also have your 12 volt socket here, and you also have your USB charging port here. So hapa wale watu wa lift tuko sawa na wewe, watu wanapenda kuomba charger, utachargia hapo. Flowing down to the center console, you also have a very nice looking gear knob with some silver accent on it. And this car you can also put it into manual mode, where you can shift your gears manually, especially when you're in sport mode. Like I said, this car comes with a 6-speed automatic gearbox from Outshines, and one of the characteristics of Outshines gearbox, they tend to feel a little bit jerky, especially when you're in traffic. So don't panic when you are in a Peugeot 2008. No skin kind of kwama. It is just the characteristics of the Outshines gearbox. So flowing down onto the door handles, the door card, you have a very nice door card. It is scratchy, but not that cheap scratchy feeling. It feels a little bit premium. Also the door handles are engraved in some sort of a silver accent, just to make it a little bit luxurious. The door bins are quite large, and you can put very large bottles when you're on a long trip and when you want to hydrate. Remember, hydrating is very important, especially when you are in long trips. The seats, they are bucket style inspired, and they really tuck you in very well. This car comes with half leather, half cloth seats. Apparently they are not heated or cooled. You also have a very nice looking handbrake or parking brake, and this time it is real, and it resembles that of an aeroplane. Also flowing down onto the center console, you have a place where you can put maybe a bottle, because there are no cup holders. The cup holders have been placed in an awkward position right in front of the gear lever. So the roof lining, it looks very nice. I reckon this interior will rival those of the Honda Vezel, the Mazda CX-3, and maybe even the Subaru XV. I reckon this interior looks much better than some of the competitors. Also you have your nice glove compartment here. You can store some pocket change if you are cruising along. So let's check the rear and let's see what it has to offer at the rear, because this being a subcompact crossover SUV, space might be of concern when you go into the rear. So let's hop at the rear and let's see what it has to offer. When it comes at the rear of the 2017 Peugeot 2008, just like I said, it is a subcompact crossover SUV, and space might be of concern, because if this is my driving position, you can see I'd rather say I have adequate knee room, and the headroom is also adequate. but for short people they'll be rather comfortable as compared to tall people, because you can see I'm not the tallest or the shortest person, but I am comfortable. Also on the rear you can see you also have half leather, half cloth seats, and you also have your isofix points at both the rear seats, meaning you can comfortably fit a child carrier on the 2017 Peugeot 2008. However, when it comes to sitting 3 people, this car has a transmission tunnel, and the person sitting at the third row might be a little bit uncomfortable because they'll have to put their legs on both sides, just like you sit in a motorcycle. Hapa mtu wa lift atakaa ni kama kwa nduthi, because they cannot be able to put their feet on the floor because it has a transmission tunnel. You also have your 12 volt socket here, and you can also plug in a charger, the thing that they sell on the road ya kucharge simu. Unaweza weka hapa, ndo wale watu wa lift wenye hawachargingi simu, they are covered. So there is nothing much to talk about, just that also on the door handles you have some nice door bins where you can fit water bottles when you are traveling on this car. So this car, it's comfortable. I would say it's comfortable. It is very comfortable, but on matters to do with space, tall people might be a little bit crumpled up. Also 3 adults may find it rather uncomfortable to sit as compared to maybe the bigger SUVs, but it just gets the job done. So let's check the boot and let's see what it has to offer at the boot. So at the rear of the 2017 Peugeot 2008, everything looks simple yet very nice. So you also have your chrome lining on top of the spoiler. Flowing down, you also have your 2008 badging, and at the center you have your Peugeot emblem with the Peugeot wording on it. Also, this car has very nice rear headlights. I reckon they look much better as compared to the competitors. Do tell me in the comment sections, do you think these rear lights can compete with those of maybe the Honda Vezel or the Mazda CX-3 and their likes? I think the Peugeot ones look very much better as compared to the ones on the competitors. Also at the top you have your shark fin antenna that will serve as your radio antenna or GPS, whatever. So let's check under the boot and let's see what it has to offer under the boot. So under the boot of the 2017 Peugeot 2008, you have adequate luggage space. Meaning 5 people can comfortably hold their luggage on this car. Also, if I may lift this false thingy, as you can see, you have adequate boot space. You also have your padding over here just to help you load, offload and unloading things will be rather easy as compared when you have a hump at the rear. This boot space is around 360 liters or around 3 suitcases. Yeah, you can comfortably hold goods for 5 people when you're in this car. Also under the false floor you have your full size spare wheel. You do not have a donut wheel like you'll have in other cars. Also it is ni bahati sana gari imekuja na spare wheel, unlike in other cars where they try to cut cost and they give you a puncture repair kit. But on the 2017 Peugeot 2008 you have a full size spare wheel. So let's come to the elephant in the room, value for money. This car currently goes for 1.95 at Kaman Autos along Kiambu Road. And what are some of the competitors? For example, the Honda Vezel goes for north of 2.6 million. Same with the Mazda CX-3. Also the Subaru XV goes north of 2.6 million. Also the Nissan Juke maybe 1.7 there or 1.9 there about, depending on the trim and the condition of the car. But the 2017 Peugeot 2008 at 1.95 and packed with all those features and comfort, I reckon it would give the competitors a run for their money. So if you like to check out this car or any other similar unit, head on to Kaman Autos along Kiambu Road and we will sort you out. Alternatively, you can also pass by our social media handles of Instagram at Kaman Autos, Facebook at Kaman Autos, and you can also check a variety of cars where you can choose from. Alternatively, you can also follow me at a personal level at Joseph Njoroge Courier across all social media handles if you have any personal inquiry or you would like to see this car. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Kindly like, share, subscribe and comment below for more videos and more reviews.